Okay, can you hear me now? Okay. Can you hear me now? You're welcome, Data Driven Tales. Can you hear me now? Okay. Okay, you can hear me now. Thank you very much for your observation. Thank you for coming. Juma, thank you for coming. Data Driven Tales, thank you for coming. Thank you. So you're welcome to this webinar. My name is Neka. I've been a software developer for over a decade and 10 years plus. I've done web, I've done mobile, I've done front end, I've done back end, I've done the full 9 yards. So can you tell me where you're watching me from? Chima, where you watching me from? Data Driven Tales, where you're joining the live stream from? So if you're watching from Facebook, you're welcome. You're watching from YouTube, you're welcome. If you're on Twitch, you're welcome. Happy to be here. Happy to see you. All right, welcome, Jima. Jima says it's coming from, it's talking from Port Harcourt. Oh, nice, Port Harcourt. That's nice. That's nice. So, the webinar has already dragged on for too long. It was to take about 10 to 15 minutes, just an introduction to what React Native actually is. But sadly, because of the technical challenges we had, we spent like 30 minutes without achieving much. So, without wasting much time, let's go into the business of the day. So, let me introduce myself. My name is Neka, in case you're just joining. All right. I'm a software developer. I've done web, I've done mobile. Oh, pardon. I'm Lagos. You're welcome. Good to have you here. I've done web, I've done mobile, I've done front, I've done back end, and right now I'm focused on React Native. Okay, Jima, you're watching from YouTube. You're welcome. So in the next 10 to 15 minutes, I'm going to talk about React Native, right? And React Native is a very powerful tool and use in making mobile applications. Now, why should they learn how to build mobile application? That's the first question I need to ask. Why should they learn? Now, building a mobile application is not as cost as you think, right? Now, you might be a lawyer, you might be an engineer, you might be a pharmacist, you can be a doctor. All those professions are actually good professions, but mobile app is actually the future. Now, a day goes by, doesn't go by without using a mobile application. Can use for banking, can use for chatting, and even this live stream you're watching with an app, right? And these apps you see are built by people like you and I, creating customized solutions for businesses or for our comfort as humans, creating customized solutions. Now, over the past 5 years, there's been an increased amount of usage of mobile applications in Africa alone. You agree with me, right? It wasn't like this 5 years ago, and it wasn't like this 10 years ago. As time goes by, mobile app is being included in our daily activities. Now, the most important reason why we like to learn mobile applications is because there's actually jobs for mobile developers. Now, if you go to LinkedIn, right, go to LinkedIn and search React Native developer. From junior to senior, you're going to see a lot of opportunities from junior, mid-level, and senior developers for React Native. React Native is actually a powerful tool now used for developing mobile applications. So I'd like to ask a few questions. Gemma, what do you do? What do you do for a living? Let's know how we can apply React Native to your job. Dr. David, what do you do for a living? I'm guessing for any Dr. David, you're into tech. So, now learning React Native puts you as an edge, right? When you're searching for a remote job, you have that edge of not developing mobile applications. You're different from those that just are graphic designers or have those generic skills that anyone can do. Right? React Native gives you a competitive edge, actually getting a remote job and getting things done with yourself. Now, what is React Native? Right? That's what we ask now. What's React Native? Now, React Native, there's actually a framework called React, right? And also React Native. Now, React Native is a framework. By framework, we mean how do I put it? Okay, let's not confuse ourselves with complex technical terms for now. React Native is a framework designed by Facebook. Facebook designed this particular language for making mobile applications, right? Now, I can use it to make mobile applications for both Android and iOS. Now, back in the day, like let's say 10, 12 years ago, when you wanted to build, Juma says operator in a production company. Okay, an operator, field operator. Well, as a field operator, you can look for solutions, right, in that your company. There's a particular task that they are doing over and over again that you can actually automate and build in an app and start the solution, the company will buy it. And let me give an example. There was a time I was working in a kind of establishment and they wanted to update the records of their staff. Their members. They had about 2,000 members. So they gave each member a form to fill, right? To update their record, your phone number, those that are remarried, you can change your name to your husband's name and all that. So they have your updated record. So the guys were busy doing it manually, right? Busy changing the names one by one. But being a software developer, I saw an opportunity there. So I just contacted the manager in that place, the ICT manager, and told him that I can automate this process, right, of filling this information manually. I can automate it. And they actually agreed, and we made deal and we made good progress with that. You can actually apply that to your field. Look for a the problem that is always repetitive in your organization and sort it out and sort it out since you already have knowledge. So as we were saying, React Native is a framework can build for both mobile, Android, and iOS with just one code base. You don't need to design for each platform. Back in the days, you have to design for each platform. Design for Android, and you have to design for iOS, design for Windows, Symbian and Java, and all that. All those mobile phones run on different operating systems. They are designed with uh, different languages. You have to learn each of the languages back in the days. But now, with React Native, we just run on all platforms. Um, Now, this course we are about to do now has we're actually running out of time. We're about 20 minutes in, so I'll just round up quickly and take questions. So in this course, we're going to do about React Native. We're going to learn how to set up the environment, right? There are some software you need to install on your computer before you can start building mobile apps with React Native. We're going to learn that in this course. We're going to learn navigation, that moving from screen to screen in your WhatsApp. Right? We're going to learn how to screen in the React Native. We're going to build real world application. Our current application is our project application is actually a fintech application. Just as you saw in most of my videos and the ads that I ran, you see that we are going to discuss about how to build a fintech application from scratch using this React Native. Then you're going to learn how to deploy your app on Play Store. Right? After building it, you're going to make it an installable file. You can run on platform on your mobile phones and put it on Play Store. At the end of the day, you can publish your apps on Play Store. So all the things I mentioned and many more, and also in an ebook that we're using in this course. Right. So if you've not joined the WhatsApp community, I think it's advisable to join the WhatsApp community because that's where we're going to drop all the updates. Now the link is in the description of the video. Check on YouTube, you're going to see the description of the WhatsApp community. You're just coming, and if you're seeing from Facebook, you're watching from YouTube or Twitch, check in the description of the video on this live stream. You're going to see the link to the WhatsApp community. It's very important that you're part of this WhatsApp community. So that being said, I think we're actually running out of time. It's 8:38, and now you just came back from your jobs and you're tired and need to rest. So I have a few questions. If you have any questions, please you can write in the comments. I will respond to you. I'm actually supposed to do a quick demonstration for you guys today, but unfortunately, we spent a lot of time talking about the technical issues, and we cannot meet up with that for now. So I'll just take a few questions, and we can round up. Okay, second, I'd like to apologize for the quality of the video. The compression software we're using for compressing the videos coming from the live camera here actually is overdoing his work, right? He's doing his work too much, more than what we asked it to do. So we didn't have time to sort that out to check the right resolution. That's why the camera quality is a bit low. I apologize for that. So a brief, while I'm thinking about the questions, a brief a bit about how the course is going to run. Now, the course is actually, you cannot build a mobile app in 3 days. Anybody that tells you you're going to build a mobile app in 3 days is lying to you, right? Is lying to you, just want to scam you. mobile app development is very complex, and it's the kind of plans we have for you guys is to break it down into step by step so that anybody can. Okay, someone has a question, says, what computer specification do you need? Now, running the React Native, right, depend as a developer, you need a good soft computer, but there are workarounds with the React Native because, okay, let me go straight to the point. Now, you need an average computer, let's say a 2 gig RAM computer can work for you. The normal 1.9 gigahertz processor will work just fine for you. Now, the workaround is that you're not going to install the heavy software. Now, when it comes to testing and developing the app, right, you use your phone. You don't use an emulator. Me personally, as a developer, emulator I mean like um, you can run it on your computer before transfer to the phone. But for me as a developer, I prefer to be testing all the features on my phone directly, so that if anything goes wrong, I can actually um, sort it out immediately instead of finishing the whole work. And when I transfer to my phone, I realize that something doesn't work. Let's say, for example, I'm doing an app with, I use a map. I've already worked the map on the system and everything's working fine. When I test it on the real device, the map starts giving me what I didn't expect. So you're going to be using your phones, right, to test the app. The systems can do the non coding. So in the course of the basic, you're going to list out the software you're going to be using. So, but anything, let's say minimum 2 gig RAM, right? Then it's anything sophisticated. 2 gig RAM, then 1.5 gigahertz processing speed. It's okay, it's fine. Thank you, Jima. Thank you, Jima. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you. God bless you. Now, for the data driven that asked about the specs of computer. Now, if you are building very sophisticated app that requires high graphics, let's say you're doing a game, right? You might use something special, but you're building normal applications that require mostly from, let's say, tech app, right? You so that the RAM system work fine for you, right? Let's say, okay, let's say 4 gig, 4 gig, but you can start with 2 gig, that 4 gig can go 4 gig and above. Then I'm more interested in as developer. I'm more interested in processing speed than hard disk storage because I don't store music, I don't store movies in my computer, I don't store movies, I just store code in my computer. So processing speed is more important for me than storage. So hard disk storage can be anything like, but just know that you have to manage your hard disk storage. What you're interested in is the processing speed of your computer and your RAM. Those are the things that determine how fast your application run or how far you can debug your code and all that. So in the absence of any more questions, I think it's okay for us to make the wrap at this point. If I have the opening community very soon, like the community is actually locked right now, but I'm going to open it for more questions. Or those that missed this webinar, there's going to be a replay on YouTube. You can go to YouTube by our YouTube channel, going to be played after this broadcast. You're going to see there. Then on Facebook too, you can find it on Facebook. Okay. So thank you very much, gentlemen and ladies, for joining me in this webinar, and I will see you in the community. Thank you.